Today is day 110 of the podcast, and when we look at God's instructions to Adam and Eve, we see that he gives a blessing and then a command. I'm going to read something to you from Genesis 1:28 through 31, and then from Genesis 2, verses 16 and 17. So, starting at verse 28, 128. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." There's the instructions, and then God said, "Behold, I've given you every plant yielding seed that's on the surface of all the earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed, it shall be food for you. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the sky, and to everything that moves on the earth which has life, I've given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw all that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And then in chapter 2, verses 16 and 17, there is a command given to man. It says, "The Lord God commanded the man, saying, From any tree of the garden you may eat freely, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat from it you shall surely die." So you have the blessing given, the instruction is given for what they are to do, how they're to steward. You have the blessing of all of their provision. God has been creator to them and provider for them. And then there is a command, a place to operate in faith, and a way to display submission and obedience. So when we look at Abraham now as the father of faith, we're going to see that he is given a command and then a blessing as well. So Genesis 12, verses 1 through 3. And this is the first words, the first contact that Abraham has with God. This is the initial conversation. So verse 12, verse 1. "Now the Lord said to Abram, Go forth from your country and from your relatives and from your father's house to the land which I will show you, and I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great. And so you shall be a blessing, and I will bless those who bless you. And the one who curses you, I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So here is the word of the Lord arresting Abram's attention. And the instruction is leave. And then I'm going to bless you when there is this obedience. So verse 4, we find out Abram's response. "So Abram went forth as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran." Here is somebody that's listening to the voice of the Lord, is willing to leave all that he's ever known in order to follow one whose voice he's never even heard before. So this is the beginning interaction. It is a blessing and a command that takes place, and Abram displays his initial faith by leaving when he's instructed to do so. So here's today's question. What is something the Lord has asked you to leave behind in order to follow him?